It's raining outside, which made me wonder, what did we do back in the 80s when it rained and we couldn't go outside to ride our bikes? What did we do? Let's find out. Welcome back to the Junkman. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you. And I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's raining outside, raining and storming. We can't go outside to make a video. And it got me thinking, what did we do back in the 80s? We couldn't ride our bikes, and we didn't have the internet to watch YouTube videos. We didn't have our little gadget phones to play with. We had phones, but we couldn't play no games on them. Someone would have thought you were crazy if you said, I'll be right back, I'm going to go play a game on my phone. They would have locked you up in a penitentiary. So I decided I'd just take a lazy day. It's raining, and we'll talk about what we did in the 80s when we couldn't go outside. But I'm going to need some help. I can't remember 10 things all up here on my own, so I'm going to reach out to the producer of the channel, Larry J. Wampa. So let me give him a call right now. Oh, he's got a 0 in his number. Don't you hate that? Hope I got the area code right. I can never remember their area code on home. Oh, it's ringing. Let me move this up the way. It's ringing. Hey, Larry, what's up? It's Junkman.
Hey, Junkman, what's up?
Nah, I can't make a video outside today like we planned. It's raining.
Oh, what's going on?
I know. Well, I thought it'd be fun kind of talk with you. So what we used to do back in the 80s when it used to rain.
That'd be a good topic.
Yeah.
I like to play with action figures.
Play with your action figures. Well, of course we did that when it rained or shined, but we couldn't take them outside. We used to take them outside, play with them in the dirt and everything.
I played with them.
Yeah, couldn't do that.
That was a lot of fun. You go, boom, boom, have a fight with each other, everything. It was a lot
I hear
of
what
fun.
you're saying, G.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I was thinking about board games, which was fun if you had a brother or sister or something, you know. Usually your brother was older. If you had older siblings, you know, they're out with their own friends. But they were all home in the rain. Maybe the power was out, and they're going to play a board game with you. So if you were by yourself, you were kind of screwed.
Yeah, you had to play your own board game. Make up your own rules.
Yeah, I did that many of times also, Larry. You got that right. What is something else you used to like to do in the rain?
I like to listen to the radio. FM, baby.
You used to listen to FM radio. That's pretty good right there. Probably some cassette tapes also. Throw in some cassette tapes. Maybe some albums if it was the early 90s. Who knows? Maybe you had some leftover 8 tracks also. But, do you know what I listened to? AM.
AM?
Yeah, AM radio.
AM.
Oh, it was crazy. I used to just love laying in my bed, hearing that rain come down and just turning that dial. And sometimes you get a far away, you know, like some city, like miles away, or maybe in another state, and there's a traffic report and everything. It just made you feel like you were listening to a whole different world. I used to love just turning that dial, see what I could find. I hate now that everything's digital. You don't have that little dial to turn. You can really zone in on a channel. Yeah, that's right. Now here's something I really love to do. You know, we had shag carpet. A lot of houses in the 70s and 80s had shag carpet. Well, this was the 80s. We got the shag carpet in the 70s, and it was pretty stomped on. It was pretty squished down, pretty flat. So we would see if we could get the carpet to stand back up. Oh, it was a lot of fun. You had to really dig it in there. It was really down there good because, you know, my parents would have a key party back in the 70s and have everybody in the neighborhood over. And we'd go down there in the 80s. We had a basement that had shag carpet and try to pull it all back up, get it stand up, make it look frizzy again. We didn't do that. You didn't know. Yeah. Good point, I guess. Good point. Yeah. Well, what is something else you used to do back in the 80s when it rained?
I used to like to play lava floor. I let the floor's lava jump from.
I used to do that too. It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I used to have this thing in my room too. You climb up on top of it, jump from it to the bed, then try to get to the hallway. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Sometimes I had to get on the side of the door and put my feet on the door knob and swing it, push on the wall and swing it so I could get. Oh, that was a lot of fun, Larry. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was. Well, here's something I used to love to do, and I'm sure everyone out there in YouTube land did it, is you take a piece of cardboard. If you had a house with stairs in it, if you had an upstairs and downstairs, you take a piece of cardboard with it, and you sit on it, and you slide down the stairs. You make a slide out of cardboard.
I never did anything like that.
You didn't do
That sounds crazy. Sounds like you hurt.
You did have stairs, right?
Yeah,
Spiral staircase. That would have been fun. Now, I'll have to ask people on YouTube, but I thought everybody did that. It was fun. It was fun. You get some really burns on your skin if you're wearing shorts, though. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Oh, that hurts.
Well, what was something else you used to do in the 80s when it rained?
Oh, I like to watch old movies on TV. Just turn TV off on an old movie.
Yeah, I remember those were the days you could just turn on TV. You only had a couple of channels, maybe 3 network channels, and then you had your little UHF channels. You just throw on a movie, you just turn it on, black and white movie. You don't know what it is, you don't know nothing about it, but then you'll learn to discover movies you didn't know you wanted to see, or some old movies that you never would have watched. That was really good. You watch some movies you never thought you would.
Oh yeah.
And I guess one thing I always loved to do was read books.
Read a book.
I'm just joking.
Oh,
I didn't read books. Does TV Guy count the book? Well, I didn't read. No. But we play video games. We have to mention video games. Either you had Atari back in the early 80s, or you had Nintendo in the 80s. Maybe you had television. Maybe even one of those kids with that controller that looked like a remote control, had numbers and crap on it. Yeah, but I'll stay up all night playing Mario. I would play Mario so much that I would pause the game and then go to bed and turn the TV off, but pause the game. That way I don't start back up on World 1. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. When you get to the end of the game and it shows the princess, what does it say?
The princess is in another castle.
You know, a lot of people think that, but it's our princess.
What?
Our princess is in another castle. I know. I thought it was the princess too. It feels like I'm living in a whole different universe or something.
It's your princess.
Yeah. Well, what is something else you did in the 80s when it rained?
Oh, something else. I used to love to talk on the phone. Just call people on the phone. 3-way calling.
Kind of like we're doing now.
Yeah, true. We are doing that.
Oh yeah, 3-way calling. That was always a good time. Yeah, you get your buddy on there. Maybe he'll call another friend. We have a 3-way call. Maybe somebody call on 2-way. You gotta do like this. You say, oh, I think you gotta do it twice here. Yeah, I'm on the other line. Please make it hurry. Oh man, that was good times, Larry. Good times. Oh, I used to stay on the phone so much. My parents used to. I'm trying to call my Aunt Jean. Get off the phone. No. Oh yeah. What's something I did? Well, the other thing I really loved to do was my homework. I would use the extra time. I'm just messing with you, Larry. I'm just messing. I didn't do any homework. No. I'm just kidding. I tell you something you could do. You could take your orange juice and fill it up in an ice tray and put it in the freezer with some toothpicks and make some kind of little suckers, but you probably couldn't do that because you probably couldn't remember what all that pear-shaped cowboy told you. You know, you didn't have a chance to write it down. You never knew when he was going to come on. That pear-shaped cowboy, he would just come on. It'd be like it's time for timer, and he'd just come on. So I guess what you could do is get you a glass, fill it up with water, and throw Han Solo or any action figure into it, put it in the freezer, check on it about every 20 minutes, but it'd take about 4 hours. It'd be frozen. Then you have Han Solo, or whatever figure you use, frozen in a block of ice. I love doing that. Usually I did it overnight, but sometimes it was raining. If I knew it was going to rain all day, I would start early in the morning, freezing my figures. Dad used to get mad sometimes because I freeze it too much, and the glass would crack. Ugh, hated that. Hated it. I love when you could dump it out and it come out in a solid glass form. It was great time.
I don't even need a freezer for that.
Okay, well, 10 of them, Larry. I want to thank you right there. I want to thank you for...
Yeah. We'll still come over this weekend. We're going to do some ice fishing.
No,
you want to go ice.
No, Larry.
Huh?
No.
You said you want to go ice fishing.
No.
I got this big hole already.
Okay, I got to go.
Outside the cave.
I'm doing a video. Gotta go there.
They got square fish.
Gotta go.
Square fish. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just dip our
We'll
little
talk about that
sticks down in
Saturday.
there. Oh,
Okay.
I know it's like
Bye.
-100.
It's hard to get off the phone with Larry sometime. Anyway, tell me some things you did back in the 80s or when you were a kid and it rained and you couldn't go outside. You couldn't get on your phone and order a pie for Uber. Let me know some stuff you did back in the 80s when it rained. Well, as always, subscribe to the channel. You know all that. Goodbye.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.